Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying out these two products from the Electric Mood collection from e.l.f. So the first is Tiana Major 9's collab, so it is a lip product. And then this is the De La Soul Cream Face Quad, and I'm not 100% sure how to say the name. Pitizion, butchering the name, sorry. So I'm trying out this face palette as well. So if you guys are interested in seeing how these products work and my thoughts and this makeup look, then just keep watching. Alright, first I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer just to give some glow underneath the foundation. The foundation's got like a satin finish, so just want a little bit more luminosity. I wasn't really planning on doing a full face of e.l.f., like trying out the e.l.f. Electric Mood products that I have, but I started just gathering things to put my makeup on, and I was like, might as well just stick with mainly e.l.f. products. So it's pretty much going to be a full face of e.l.f. too. So this is really nice and smoothing, and then just has like some iridescence in it that just gives you a little bit more luminosity underneath your foundation. Now that we have a little bit of glow to our skin, a little bit of blurring effect going on as well. As I see in the camera, there's a little bit of blurring effect with the primer, which is awesome. I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I have it in the shade Vanilla, and it is like the perfect shade for me. So when I tried this out in another video, I just couldn't believe how well it just kind of blended into my skin and matched up. There's some yellow undertones in it, so I think that works really well when I'm wearing self-tanner, and I pumped out a lot on my hand, so a little heavy on the foundation today. Right, I'm just gonna blend that out. I put on a yellow shirt today because I'm trying to like get into the fall moods, the fall vibe. I feel like I'm having fall FOMO. Like I can't really enjoy the season right now. Just I feel like September in general is the craziest month with back to school, like getting into sports, getting on teams, like just finding your new routine for the year. But just this one has been just extra crazy. Like the last 2 weeks of August were just hectic and crazy. After we got back from Winnipeg, I'll probably have the Winnipeg vlog up before this. So had an amazing time there. You'll see it all if you watch the vlog. But after that, just getting like things prepared for school, and we actually, so long story short, we have been looking for a house during this crazy 18 months. I don't know why. I feel like everybody, I guess you just needed a change during this time because everything was what it was. And then the market went crazy, and then we're like, okay, we're not going to buy a house because the cost of housing was insane. And then it's starting to balance out a lot more. So we saw a house we liked. We went and looked at it, really liked it, but then like some shady things started happening with it, and it was just kind of like, I don't know, it's a weird kind of deal going on. So I don't know if it's gonna go down or not, but yeah, so we're working on our house right now. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So this is a satin finish as well, and I have it in light ivory. I wish I had it in a little bit of a darker color. So we're just trying to get our house ready to sell so that if we want to buy this certain house or another house comes up, it's ready. So I'm going to have that in a vlog too, probably after this, but we're renovating our bathrooms right now, so it is just a disaster here, but they're coming out really beautifully. They've been the same since we moved here and since my husband's grandmother owned the house, so they needed to be redone. Like, needed to. We redid the driveway, but I'm gonna put that all in a vlog so you can see it. So that's just been crazy. Just school tryouts for sports, and then just more. There's more to my vehicle, like, yeah. So it's just been a crazy time, but I just want to like enjoy the fall. I just want to like light some candles, decorate, like watch movies, listen to Taylor Swift, go for walks. I don't know. It just hasn't been that. It's a different kind of. All right, so I'm gonna go into the first product from e.l.f. That I picked up in their Electric Mood collection. I'm not too sure how to say this name. Pitizion. I'm butchering it, I know for sure. But it's this quad of 2 blushes. So you have like a nice coral and then like a deeper pink dusty rose tone and then a cream highlighter and a cream bronzer. So we rarely get like new products from e.l.f. at our Shoppers Drug Mart. So when I saw that they had some new releases, these could be old, but for us they're new. I was like, I wanted to try them because e.l.f. has their like cream bronzers too that they put out. I really want to try those, and just their bite size. They had some eyebrow palettes and just some other bite-sized products I think as well, and I really want to try more of their new products that come out, so hopefully we will get them into our stores. But we had these 2 products, so when I saw cream I was like, yes, maybe it'll be like a similar formula to their cream bronzers that they released. So let's go in and try to swatch these. Oh, looks pretty. Got some pigment to it. They almost look like a balm, so I was like, are they going to have pigment? But they are definitely showing some really nice pigment, especially, wow, the coral really is pigmented. They feel very, very creamy. Now this highlighter looks more like a balm and just more like a gloss. It doesn't really have any kind of pigment to it at all. It's just coming up like a gloss. So I'm going to wipe my fingers and then we'll try this. I'm going to go in first with the cream bronzer and see how this looks on me and how it shows up. So definitely pigmented. All right, e.l.f. This feels as pigmented as my Huda Beauty Tantour. Definitely got some nice pigment to it. Okay, I'm just going to apply this and then I'm going to blend it out because I didn't think that this was going to be as pigmented as it is. And I like that it has a little bit of a cooler tone than the Tantour. I have the Tantour in the shade Light Medium and I find it a little warm. I love it for how well it blends out, how creamy it is, but I do find it a little bit on the warm side. So let's see how this blends out. It's blending out really nice and not losing any pigment at all. Like I went a little bit heavy-handed on my forehead for sure. So a little bit goes a long way. All right, loving this so far. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried that it was going to blend out and I was gonna lose like the tone, but it didn't at all. Like you can go really light-handed with it, so that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna go into the blushes, the cream blushes. Let's see what I'm gonna use for a brush. Maybe the stippling, just because these are probably pretty pigmented too. So I'm gonna start off with the deeper tone, and I've been doing with this with my blushes lately is layering them with a light and a dark. So it's kind of like you're contouring a little bit with your blush as well. So I always kind of start in the middle of my cheek and then blend up. And then I can come to the top of my cheekbone, but I'll leave that, like more of the apple of my cheek, for the lighter color. So I'm just gonna blend that through with the bronzer as well. And this isn't as deep as it looks in the palette. I'm sure you could keep building it, but the bronzer is packing a lot more punch than the blush. I think the coral shade looked a little bit more pigmented than this one when I swatched it, so I think that's going to be pretty bright. I'm just going to keep with the same brush just because I'm blending them anyways. So let's go in with the coral. Yes, definitely. Okay, so it's not showing up as vibrant as it is in the palette, but a really beautiful and definitely pigmented. So I'm just going to lay that on top and more on the apples of my cheeks. And it's showing up more pigmented in person than on camera. Actually, it's showing up pretty pigmented on camera too. All right, I think I'm going to save the highlighter for a little bit later. I'm going to put on a little bit of e.l.f. bronzer from the palette, just a touch, just to kind of set the bronzer, the cream bronzer, because it's early in the morning and I feel like I just want to set this so that it's good for the whole day. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today, if I'm going to be cleaning or just kind of working on the bathrooms a bit, who knows. So I kind of just want to set this down. For eyeshadow, I'm just going to go in with the little bite-size palette from e.l.f. and I'm just going to use this khaki taupe color. I'm just going to go in with one shade and just kind of blend that around my eye. So my oldest made the volleyball team for high school, which is awesome. So excited for him. Last year they didn't get to play school sports, so super excited that he gets to be involved in a school sport. I never really pegged him to want to play volleyball, so it's kind of cool that he's doing that. And yeah, it's nice for them to just have some normalcy and activities to keep them busy, because summertime was very, very lazy here. A lot of sleeping in, a lot of just vegging out, so it's good to get back into something active, especially as the weather cools down. And my other two are going to be doing hockey, so they're doing their tryouts, getting set up on teams, and I just can't wait for that to be done and us to have a set routine, set games, practices where you can just write it out on the calendar and know what's going on. Alright, so I tightlined and put on some mascara. That is a really nice neutral tone just to use all over the eye. I went a little bit under my lower lash line too, just to blend it all together, and I think it kind of just gives a little bit of warmth to my eyelid and just makes my eyes pop a little bit, but also just being really natural, really day wearable. So I really love that. All right, I'm so excited to try this because it reminds me of being in high school when I used to use brown eyeliner as my lip liner and like concealer on my lips from a lipstick. So this is also part of the Electric Mood. Trying to get this off. The Electric Mood collection, and this is by Tiana Major 9. So let's see. So the lip gloss is very glittery. very silver and glittery, kind of reflecting like rainbow color. Affair, it's called Affair. And then we have the lip liner, which doesn't have a shade name. All right, let's give this a whirl. I wonder if I should line my lips with, I'm just gonna line my lips a little bit with my favorite eyebrow pencil, Annabelle and Taupe, just to give me a natural color and also make my lips a little fuller looking. So it acts as kind of like a contour for your lips instead of just a lip liner. All right, let's see. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I could. I think you could blend it out maybe with a nice nude. I'm going really light-handed with it because I don't want it to be like extreme. Right, let's go in with the lip gloss. It is giving me high school vibes, 90s vibes. It's crazy. I just kind of took the little brush side from the NYX lip liner brush duo and just kind of blended it a little bit. So it's not a harsh line, it's kind of softened out. All right, let's go in with the gloss. And this is what it was. It was like really, it's got a nice smell, like a coconutty smell. Clear gloss. Yes, oh my gosh, this is so good, you guys. Smells amazing. It smells like the 90s. Yes, that is so it. That is so late 90s, early 2000s. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with the highlighter now. That's more of like a gloss. And I'm just gonna use my finger for it and just pat it on my cheeks. So it's just adding like a gloss, a sheer gloss look over top. I might even just pat some on my eyes. Just for a little bit of glossy look. All right, this is the final look. The only thing I'm hoping for is that it's not a windy day because I am just very glossy and very dewy. The lip gloss reminds me of the 90s so much. Like, you hated it to be a windy day because your hair was getting all up in your lips, and the lip liner is perfect with it. I think that is my favorite. The lip product is just it. It's so good. I love the way it makes my lip looks, actually. Yeah, I wish that I didn't have to wear masks when I went out anywhere because it's so good. I can't because that would just ruin any mask I put on. So I'll wear it for pictures and if I'm outside. The palette is beautiful. The palette exceeded my expectations on the pigment and the quality. I definitely think I would love to play with this coral color with maybe my Natasha Denona blush and use it in conjunction with that, and even the darker pink, just use a deeper dusty rose blush and just kind of have one as your cream blush and one as your natural blush. I think I totally see this working in with all of my makeup. So you could use this separately, but I can see myself using the bronzers with powdered bronzers, with other cream bronzer. This is actually really pretty. My only like negative would be I hope that they have this in different shade ranges because it matches my skin tone, but I think for anybody with a lighter complexion or deeper complexion, it might not work. So I would hope that there are more options for this. That's my only negative. But yes, I hope you guys enjoy the video. You guys like the look. I am loving this look. I feel very 90s, but not. I didn't wear too much blush in the 90s or cream products. It was just all out bronzer, but the lips are just making me so nostalgic on this Saturday morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again soon.